Oh, good morning, everybody. So let's see an update on the poll. If I remember the poll, hold on. We're gonna talk some politics here, guns and whatnot. We're gonna talk some politics up in this motherfudger. Hold on. Let's see here. Good morning. All right. So I did a poll on my YouTube channel here. Poll: are you a Democrat, Republican, progressive, or moderate? So far, on this poll, Democrat is 20%, Republican is 23%, progressive is 3%, moderate is 43%. So, conservative is 11% out of 35 votes. I see that's pretty decent. So out of 35 votes, the most of it is moderate and Republican. But Democrat, I actually have a lot of Democrats watching my YouTube channel. I didn't know this. I thought the majority of my YouTube channel was mainly Republicans, conservatives, and maybe moderates. But, so I'm just going to talk about it really quickly and kind of apologize, I guess, because I didn't know that Democrats even watched my YouTube channel. I thought most of the people that watched my YouTube channel were moderate, Republican, and conservative, mainly. Unless, of course, there is exceptions, but I didn't know that a lot of Democrats actually watch my YouTube channel, and I didn't know this. And I did another poll in Los Angeles, or it was another poll that I had done. Hey there is no need to apologize, man. Well, the reason I want to apologize is because when I was bashing Democrats in my previous videos, and I don't think I should have been bashing them. When I was making, hey, you anti-sub, and I made that video, and I didn't really mean to piss everybody off like that. I didn't mean to come after Democrats like that, because it's not the Democrats themselves they're causing this. It's the extremists of the Democrats, the extremists of the Republicans, and it's the extremists of the moderates. I heard myself for a second. Okay, so I didn't know that my audience, but to find out when I did this poll right here, look, let me show you. Now I know that a lot of Democrats watch my channel and have been watching my channel for years. The last poll I did has 83 votes. Poll: what city should Ben and everybody else move to? One was Little Rock, Arkansas at 11%. Detroit, Michigan was at 10%. New York was at 18%. Los Angeles, California was at a whopping 49%. They want me to move to LA. San Antonio, Texas was 12%. So, in other words, most of the votes came from Los Angeles, or people that are Democrat and they love Los Angeles and they want everybody to move to LA. What that's telling me is that a majority of my YouTube audience are Democrat. And because of this, I didn't know this, so I would like to apologize to the Democrats. When I made those videos bashing Democrats, I'm sorry. I get very violent with, I don't know, I just get very violent, like hateful when I see, especially flag burning and stuff like that. And I know at the deep down in my heart that most Democrats would not appreciate people burning the American flag, and I know that. That just hurt my feelings. It hurt my feelings to the core to see the American flag being burned, and it really hurt me. But I was blaming the Democrats, but it's not the Democrats themselves doing it. It's extremists that are doing it. And so I didn't really think about that, and I guess I pissed off a lot of my subscriber base. Yeah, no, that's not gonna happen. And then I picked up most of my subscriber base, and I guess I went a little bit too far. So I'm sorry to the Democrats, because not all of the Democrats are like that. And I know that for a fact. They would never burn the American flag. It's not the Democrats doing this. So it's not the Democrats doing this. It's the real social justice warriors that are doing that kind of stuff. I don't know what I'm actually at the point now where I'm going to consider myself a moderate, because I like to swing the left and the right, but I believe in a lot of values from the right and I believe in values from the left, so I can't be both. So I guess I'm in the middle. I will consider myself a moderate but not a Democrat, because I don't believe in the extremist views of the left, and I don't believe in the too extreme views of the right, because simply I cannot not like guns. Okay, I like guns. I think they're cool to shoot, a lot of fun to play with, but I also believe that we should have stricter gun laws, in the sense of maybe a more in-depth background check. I don't believe that they should take off the automatic rifles, though, because automatic rifles could be used for good defense purposes, and that's where I'm thinking in the middle. But I also believe that we should have very, very strict background checks that go many years back to see if you're allowed to carry an automatic rifle. If you have no criminal history and you don't show signs of mental illness, you've never been to a mental hospital, you should be able to carry the AR-15s and automatic rifles, blah, 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 blah. If you do have mental illness and it's been so many years, you should be allowed to carry at least a pistol for personal protection, concealed, and if you're in Texas, open carry permit. I believe that. But taking guns away from the public, oh, hell no. Because remember this, most crimes that are committed by guns or with guns, they're not legal. I would say over 99% of guns that are legally purchased firearms, they don't kill people with the legally purchased firearms. But see, the Democrats, they'll say no guns. But then we can't have a country with no guns either, because there'll be no protection. If a foreign invader invades us, the military can only do so much. They can't go to every single small town and stop these people from doing this, stop these people from doing that if they invade our country. And what if there's like I'll say it, but I don't want to say it. What if there's a zombie apocalypse or something, right? You need your guns. How are you going to protect yourself? Supposedly. I remember when the CDC said something about the apocalypse back in, was it 2010 or 11? But I'm sorry to the Democrats, I'm sorry, I'm gonna apologize, because it's like stupid. Like, I believe in both viewpoints. It's kind of hard I don't agree with some of the stuff that they want, and I agree with some of the things that Republicans want, and I guess that makes me a moderate. I'm more in the middle. Yeah. The sun is blinding. I'm more in the middle. So yeah. Sorry to the Democrats. Excuse me. I guess I thought I was more of a Republican, but I'm actually more of a moderate. I think in the middle. I try to look at everybody's point of view. Sometimes the left, they have a little bit too extreme. The right is a little bit too extreme sometimes. So I try to look at the center and look at everything at both points and see who has the best deal. I just don't agree with the left with the taxes, and I don't agree unless the taxes go over to the wealthier. The wealthier need higher taxes, and I think that the people that are in, mid to lower class of people, they need lower taxes, period, because that would help a lot. I have schizophrenia. Can I still carry ya? I mean, it depends. If you have schizophrenia, I don't think I don't know if you should carry it or not. I don't know. It just depends, I guess. If you've never hurt somebody physically, I don't know. I can't say yes or no. That would have to be determined by a psychologist or psychiatrist and the board, you know, whatever gun people that you have in your state. I don't know. I can't say yes and I can't say no because with schizophrenia, you never know. You could have a bad day and you could end up hurting yourself with a gun or something. And that's what happens with mental illness because the voices will tell you, hey, do this and do that, do this. Just stupid shit. I hate schizophrenia. I wish that shit never existed. It's ruined thousands of people's lives. I'm glad I never developed it. I'm telling you that. I'm glad. That's one thing I could say. I'm glad I never developed hearing voices in my head, man, because that would have just set me over the edge. But talk to a professional about that if you want to get a gun. I mean, I know that there is some schizophrenics that I know that have guns, but they've never hurt anybody with them. Or hurt themselves. So, I mean, yeah, technically you could carry a gun. I mean, if you're not committing crimes and you're mentally capable of knowing how to use a gun, pull the trigger and everything, you know, reload the magazines, and I don't see why the hell you can't have a gun, especially if you're on a remote property in the middle of nowhere. Even if you have mental illness, I think you need to have a gun. Because if somebody trespasses on your property, you don't know who the fudge they are, you tell them to leave, and they don't leave after a certain amount of time, and then they come after you, pow, 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 put them down before they break into your house. That's what I say. I don't know. I think in Texas, people trespassing on your property, you can legally shoot them if you feel threatened. I think you can legally shoot them without consequence. Just don't ever shoot a person towards their back. That means they were running and they were no longer a threat. Never, ever, ever discharge your firearm if they're running. But like I said, I want to apologize to the Democrats, and I won't. And the liberals, you know, I don't know what I really don't even know what a liberal is. Is a liberal a Democrat? Or is that more of an extreme form of Democrat? That's what I'm trying to figure out. Is being a liberal more extreme left? Or what is a liberal? I don't know. Liberal. Like, is that the furthest extreme left that you can go? They only believe in leftist views. I would say I think that's more leftist, yeah, like a far left. So I think that would be considered a liberal. Liberal Democrat, if I could remember. Well, let me say something. Like I said, I'd like to apologize. You know, I'd like to apologize to the Democrats over here. I didn't mean to go full bash up on the Democrats. I was just mad because they were burning our flag, and it was people on the left that were doing it. And I just didn't appreciate it. But I'm sorry, because it's not everybody, you know, not all Democrats are like that. So, I'd like to apologize about that. If I piss anybody off, I'm sorry. Thank you guys for watching.